situation is grim. All attempts to... There's more. Begin by just...
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack.
This is the Kobayashi
Warning.
Maru.
Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Done. Additional data activation. Census confirmed.
Right guys, I hope you can all hear me again. Then, so obviously I was testing out this ship in a solo ISA, and I was just checking the parcel there. She did well for an escort there. She got 113k with no deaths there. And the combat time was 6 minutes and 27 seconds, which again, given that this is an escort, I'm going to say I'm pretty happy with that. She get 50 kills as well, so I'm happy. Right, so we'll have a quick look at the build there then, okay? So, as I had been saying to some of my friends on Discord and that, you know, I really wanted to build an escort ship that was capable of doing a solo ISA, and I've managed to succeed in that. So we're going to have a quick look at the ship and the build here, okay? So it's the Cardassian Intel Escort T6X. You buy it from the C score, guys. It's 3000 Zen normally, and it's a account unlock cross faction ship. So you won't, even if you don't have the cross faction flying unlocked, it won't matter. Any tune on your account can fly this ship, okay? And it comes with, there is no fleet version, so it comes with full end game stats, guys, okay? And as I was also saying, see, when you buy one of these Cardassian ships, you will also unlock access to the spiral wave disruptor weapons, guys, right, which are, again, I don't have them mounted on this ship, but I do have some of them on my KDF engineer. They're extremely powerful. I mean, I've not tried every disruptor in the game, but the reputation of them is they are the most powerful. And I would say that when I take passes on my engineer, these spiral wave disruptors always score very high in the pass, guys, right? So again, they're no expensive, but they are good. And again, you can mount multiple of these on a ship as well, right? So just be aware of that, guys. It is yet another advantage of purchasing this ship, right? So we'll quickly get into the build here, okay? So Cardassian Intel Escort, it's a T6X, and it's Polaron build. So we've got our advanced Piezo Polaron dual cannons, which you get from the Lucari reputation. The reason these are being used, guys, is because, quite simply, most escorts are glass cannons, and if you take a glass cannon in ISA, you're going to be staring at the respawn screen a lot, okay? So these are in here for survival. Again, as you notice, the proc is different, right, for your normal Polaron weapons, right, it's got a 5% chance as opposed to a 2.5% chance with a normal proc, right, to apply a protomatter regeneration, which is an extremely powerful heal. And again, you know, when you've got these weapons shooting off with emergency weapon cycle and all sorts of fire and haste and stuff buffing them, you're going to get that. Again, you can mount, right, you can only mount one of this particular weapon because it is a rep set weapon, okay? But just to let you know, if you come into your reputations and you go down to your Lucari reputation and you go to the store, right, you can actually buy, right, these Paizo Polaron weapons, okay, and you can mount multiple of these types of weapons, guys, right? So again, if you're looking for, you know, more healing in your build, these Paizo Polaron weapons are the best weapon in the game, bar none, you know, for applying healing your ship, right? So just so you know that is an option for you. Again, I did only mount one of them because I quite simply found that has been enough for me along with other things, okay? Then I had crafted Polaron dual cannons. I had 3 crafted Polaron dual cannons, and then my morphogenic Polaron energy torpedo. As always, with a Polaron build, I'm going to be using the morphogenic 3-piece because there is no better set for Polaron in the game, right? And that's why that is being mounted. Deflector, I'm using the Discovery 2-piece, right? I was saying this in my previous video, guys, so again, you know, you can't get in here with a glass cannon or you just be repeatedly killed, right? So, these are in here. Apart from both pieces being good pieces, the 2-piece is going to give me 120% passive hull energy regeneration to help with survival. There, guys, right? Impulse is my competitive impulse engines. Got my elite fleet plasma integrated workcore from the fleet. As I said, it's the Tilly shields from the Discovery rep. Rear metems are my morphogenic Polaron energy weapon, crafted Polaron turret. My experimental weapon here is a soliton wave impeller. You get that weapon from it was last year's, or no, in fact it was 2 years ago now, the Ryzian Corvette, the summer event reward came with this particular weapon, okay? It's one of the best experimental weapons in the game, okay? Devices, Kobayashi Maru, energy amplifiers and Pirate Nimbus Distress. Universal consoles is the hull image refractors, engineering, simulated module, 0-point energy conduit, DPRM and bionusual infusion circuits. Again, that's from the Lobby store, that one, guys. Worth pointing out, I believe there is a Lobby store sale on at the moment. That is a very good console if you're interested, you know, it is worth the Lobby, especially when it's on sale. This is also Tacoid Kinetic Converter, it's also a Lobby console. Again, worth the Lobby, guys, if you can afford it, especially when it's sale at the minute. I've got my Link Command Matrix from the Vanguard, Jem'Hadar Vanguard Carrier, Tacticals, Lorca's Customs Fire Controls, Discovery Rep, Morphogenic Matrix Controller is the third part of the Morphogenic set from the home mission, the final mission in the Gamma Arc Quadrant. 3 vulnerability vulnerability locators from the fleet, okay? So that was what was being mounted there. Traits I was using: a good day to die, superior projectile training, fresh from R&R. Now, the reason I'm running this, guys, is because for survivability I'm running double intel team on this ship, and if you look at fresh from R&R, team bridge office abilities minimal cooldown are 5 seconds faster right? That's the one that matters, right? What that means is this allows you to bypass global cooldown. Because I've got this slotted, I can have intel team up 100% of the time, even bypassing the global cooldowns, right? So that's a very good trait to have mounted on this ship. I've got superior accurate to help with the debuff for the scatter volleys, bulkhead technician for survival, it's operative for crit chance, crit severity. I chose to slot ablative shell this time, guys. Again, it's for extra survival. This is one of the best survival space traits in the game, guys. It gives you insane amounts of healing, okay, when you're in combat, right? Superior cannon training to buff my cannons, and finally my turret and targeting for crit severity. Starship traits, emergency weapon cycle, withering barrage, improved photonic officer, improved going the extra mile. I'd slotted this in again, guys. You know, it's a balancing act, so I've put this in for survival. I could have put in a trait that would have given me more damage, however there's no point in doing that if you're just going to keep dying, is there? So improved going the extra mile, guys, comes for leveling up your miracle worker specializations to the max there, right? And you'll get the improved. You can get a basic version further down the line as well, but I've got the improved, right? So it just basically gives you a lot more, a bonus to your hull and shield healing there, okay? Right, so that was what was slotted in there, improved going the extra mile. Then I had superior area denial. Again, because I'm using the morphogenic set, I must use a scatter volley and a fire will to proc that. So I might as well just slot this and get myself, basically amounts to an extra free attack pattern in the build for more debuffing of the enemies. Finally, I had Cold Hearted. You get this from the Breen Press Heavy Raider, and it's its trait. And what this does is, after activating Ox to Bat or any pilot ship bridge officer ability, you'll get a minus 9.1% flight speed for 15 seconds, minus 10 all damage resistance for 15 seconds, and minus 2 to current max all substance power for 15 seconds, and it's 5 stacks. So as you can imagine, multiply all that by 5, guys, and you've got one real serious debuff on your enemies there, okay? And as you noticed, I'm more, as again we'll get into this, I'm more using an Ox to Bat ability on this ship to proc that. Space reps are controlled countermeasures. Now, the reason this is being used, guys, right, the devil's in the detail here with this one, okay? What is a control ability? A control ability in this game is things like speed debuffs, turn rate debuffs, right? Now, what does this do for you guys? Flight speed debuff, right? And that's going off all the time. Every energy that I'm smatting, every enemy that I'm smatting with my energy weapons there is getting this applied to them for 15 seconds, which is a control effect. So therefore, since all my enemies are going to be constantly controlled, I've got a 9.4% Cat 2 bonus energy weapon and projectile damage against my enemies, guys. Now, the normal one that most people would slot in here would be magnified firepower, 6.3 bonus weapon damage. So, you don't have to be a maths genius, guys, to work that out, do you? What's going to be better for you? 9.4 or 6.3 bonus damage, and it's a 9.4. Okay, so that's why that's there. The next one we've got is advanced targeting, crit severity, Tyler's Jolly for hull cap, which is again giving me crit chance. I've got precision, 5% crit chance, and finally I had my energy refrequencers again to proc the hull image refractors for extra survival, guys, okay? And then active space was my anti-time singularity, biomolecular shield, interference platform, center interference platform, and my anti-time singularity there. Okay. Stations I've been using on this ship. You've got, I would say, one of the few downsides of this ship is it's got relatively inflexible grid seating, guys, but you can work around it, right? So you've got an ensign unit intel, which I've put as intel team 1. You've got lieutenant commander tactical intel. So you've got a double intel seating in this ship, guys, right? So that is good. So you've got I've got a scatter volley 3, torpedo spread 3, override subsystem 2, and intel team 1. As I said, I'm doubling up on the intel team, guys, right? I've got lieutenant commander tactical. I've got a beta 2, chemosite 2, virate will 1. Now remember, guys, to use the morphogenic set, you must have all 3 of these firing modes slotted. And as I was saying to somebody on the Discord, you can use them as a dummy. In other words, I don't need a beam slotted in there, right? Okay, as long as you've got the ability slotted, it will still proc the set, even if you don't have the weapon slotted, guys, right? Very counterintuitive, I know, but that is the way it works in the game, okay? I've got a lieutenant commander Eng, I've got emergency weapons power 3, got Ox to Bat 1, engineering team 1, I've got my lieutenant side with photonic officer 1 and the hazard emitters 1, okay? So specializations: medical worker primary and strategist secondary. I was using there. Now, yeah, sorry, I'll just repeat that there. I need to just quickly disable my voice attack here. Apologies for that. So these 3 technicians, guys, again, if you're not familiar with the game, these are used for what we call auxiliary power to the emergency battery type of builds. Aux to bat, as it's commonly known. You can buy them off the exchange for stupid, ridiculously inflated prices if you've got the money. You can't be bothered, or, and we'll just quickly get into sector space so I can show you this. Right, another way to get these technicians, guys, is to go to the Betraying cluster over here, okay? Now when you get to the Betraying cluster, you will see that there's what we call a colonization chain, okay? I'll show you it, right? So if I get down to my cluster, Betraying cluster, right? So there's the Betraying cluster. So if you expand it, right, you'll see these chain of missions appear, and you'll have to do them in order, right? And it will take you a wee while, okay? Now eventually, when you come to the end of this colonization chain, you will get this unique mission that appears, and it's called Support Betraying Cluster Colonization Efforts, right? When that mission comes up, and it is a rare mission, I believe, right? So you'll just have to keep going back and forth and checking to when it comes up. You'll get the chance to the reward for gaining a crit on that mission is gonna be these Aux to Bat technicians that I was showing you, okay? So these are coming from that colonization cluster, guys, when you come to the end of it, right? So as again, you can go and buy them on the exchange, right? Or you can just go and farm them at that cluster, right? And you need these for the ox to bat, which I'm using on this ship. Okay, so this is a half ox to bat build. Again, it's because of the way the seating is, guys, right? I've had to do this for flexibility in the seating, right? But between this, right, and between the photonic officer, that will put all my bridge officer abilities on global cooldown. Okay, so that is why the ship stations are being set up like that, right? So I don't really think there is anything else to cover, guys, right? As I said there, I've got quite a few escorts that I've been testing. This one showed the most promise, right? So I mucked about with it, you know, adjusted the build and things like that to eventually I've now got a working build that can solo these ISAs without dying in a respectable time. Right, and I'm sure, you know, again, there is other escorts that I'm still looking at, right? So you might well see other escorts videos coming up soon, right? But so it's just to know, guys, you don't have to get in here with, you know, get in there with a super tank or anything like that. Although, to be fair, it does help. You can go in with some of the squishier ships in the game, like escorts, and still solo it. Now raiders, that's a different story, and that'll be my next goal, is to try and find a suitable raider that can solo an ISA. So as you can imagine, I've got my work cut out for me on that one. Okay, right, so guys, the videos went on for long enough there. I think I did cover anything. As always, if I've forgotten anything, drop it in the comments or contact me in the game. I wish everybody good talking and good luck, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye.